Leadership. Do not take any action in your head. We have followed the plan of leadership. We will lead very soon. Committee meeting. Political leader will be here. We will design our meeting. And after that, there will be a determination. There will be clear instruction. We will stay to you. The situation is temporarily under control. We are coordinating our international partners. We are coordinating. Maserado, the government Maserado, couldn't have the capital impact. What a great afternoon it is in the nation's capital, Monrovia. It is the 8th day of the month of January, and the year is 2025. We've come to talk about the issues that matter to Liberia. We've come to do the needful. We've done the work that we didn't end yesterday. It is of essence that we come to you every day with great presentation of the program inside Liberia on Kia Radio 95.9. And of course, the team is back. I'm here, but I'm not here alone. My name is Morris Desmond Brown. And of course, I have Calvin Gray as well. Calvin is also here. And of course, we're going to do this until 6. District number 1, district number 2, district number 3, district number. So it's good to be here, and of course, I hope for a better Liberia. And Liberia can never ever fall. A great time it is. Today is May week. Today is Wednesday. And like we told you on yesterday, today we are supposed to host District 17 lawmaker, Honorable Benda Blue Benson. Folks around Liberia know him to be DJ Blue. Yeah, but the honorable man will sit with us shortly. I'm very hopeful that he can join us here. And then we can talk about all of the issues that matter. We'll talk about his district and some of the things he has been able to do, how he's been able to spread his tentacles, his political tentacles in District 17, making sure that the people of District 17 can feel the presence of a lawmaker. So you will sit with us and take our hard questions. We'll talk about the impasses on Capitol Hill as well. The president sooner that is expected in a few weeks. Too many things to talk about. And of course, we will not relent to dive into some other issues of national concerns. So those of you that have joined us, please share the video. Join us and share the video. Let us join the broadcast. You can find us live on the Kia Network. That is KEARNETWORK. That is Kia Network. You can find us live right now. You can also join us on YouTube on Kia Network as well. And we are also live on X, formerly Twitter. You can find us there as well. So folks, wherever you are, join us now. Let's talk about all of the issues. And it is with great pleasure that we've come. We can never So shortly we will go and take one or two well, right in the time frame, so we can have the time to ask all of the questions that we need to ask. All of the questions that we must ask will be asked right here, and you, the public, will ask the lawmaker as well. Specifically, those living in District 17, you'll have the time. We'll do a line when the lawmaker comes. We'll do a special line where we will find a special line for the resident of District 17. So those residents of District 17 will have a line exclusive for them. And those people will call right on that line and we'll hear them and they will critique their lawmaker. Yeah, so that is how it's going to be like. So shortly we'll go around the world. So this is where we go next, and let's do it. When we come back, my co-host will come in a little bit, but let's get one or two news from around the world. It is very good. The BBC is reporting that the U.S. government has sanctioned the leader of Sudanese rebel. The U.S. support forces ISF of committing genocide and impose sanction on this leader. The U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken on Tuesday Hamiti was being punished . Matter, because you know I am a resident of District 17 as well, District 17 as well. Always laughing already. And this is how we're going to do it. It's going to be a very, very interactive program here. We're going to do our best to making sure that everything you need to know of District 17 is brought to you. But let's take one from Africa, then we come back home. Good. Kevin, let's see whether your mic is good enough.
Of course.
Let's see it. Try again.
Okay.
Try, let's see.
What's that?
Okay. So, Kevin, welcome. And we're very grateful to have District 17 lawmaker Honorable Benda Blue Benson. And he's a member of the legislature. He's not just a member, but also I think the chair on broadcasting or so, something like that. But he will better introduce himself as we go along with the program. So, without any delay, let's welcome our guest, Honorable Benson. Welcome to Care Radio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Let's see.
Am I there? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Let me congratulate you guys for Kuzi Studio.
Okay.
Care Communication, my first time.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Welcome.
thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, folks out there may want to know who is. I mean, a lot of people know you. You're not. Your name is not a strange to you, but there are still other people who don't know you that much, and it's better you just tell them who Mr. Benson is.
Bernard Blue Benson Jr., commonly known to all as DJ Blue. You know, I always make fun that's the name I put on the bottom box. I said, "Oh no, way people can recognize or know who I am." But yes, just a product of the social sector of our country that had been engaged into community service, a lot of philanthropy work, and of course, I buy into politics a couple of years ago, tried, and just a couple of months ago in the last election, I was fortunate to come victorious in District 17 as the representative of that district.
Okay, so has been the legislature? I mean,
actually, a learning experience.
Yeah.
For a new lawmaker like me, especially from a person from a whole different sector of our society, it has been a huge learning experience. And I know you know ups and downs in the legislature right now. Totally new to some of us.
We will get there.
Yeah, totally new. But then again, all that comes within the territory, so you have to accept it and make the best of it.
Your district is one of the biggest district in terms of demography.
I always like to say the biggest. I don't like to even want it to be,
Okay.
because I know the district.
Okay, so it's like taking your word for it, it's the biggest in terms of demography.
Absolutely.
How you trying to spare your political tentacles, knowing how big that district is? You have 7 settlements, according to what I know, 3 cities and 4 townships.
Okay.
How you trying to amalgamate forces in getting the people, to know the workings of the legislature?
Desmond, the first thing is a challenge district like District 17. The only way you can be successful in representing the people is if you go on that job with passion.
Okay.
It's nothing political. If you go with any political motive, you will fail. You have to go with passion, and I think I was born and raised right there now. So the passion to do good, the passion to make a change, the passion to bring development, um, uh, has brought this sense of purpose in delivering for the people. Um, I don't know how it's done, but I think we've touched and we are continuing. It's an ongoing process. We're touching every sector of the district positively. Whether it's roads, whether it's women empowerment. We've been in the vanguard for advocating for electricity, which is ongoing. I'm really glad that to report that the end of this week, and hopefully by Friday, you should see Wilkins start the mass distribution. So I'm glad. I came to the forefront with 3 things on my manifesto:
Okay.
electricity, 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 because electricity brings development.
Mhm.
And I think if the whole district can benefit from that, I think that's a good thing and a step forward towards a lot of good things happening for the district.
Okay, you talk about electricity. I just want you to expand on it a little bit. Currently, the electricity grid that hit District 17 is right around uh, Bible College.
Right, right. Bible College.
Yes, around Bible College. What's the plan for further expansion from the View Junction towards the Back Corner Belt and other communities?
And I'm excited that everything is in play. If you look at if you pass by the Bible College campus and look within the fence, you'll see some poles, those concrete poles.
Okay.
They are there. And if you go across Pole River on the right, you see another patch of electrical equipment. All that is for the district. I'm talking about hundreds of transformers, wooden poles, concrete poles, and so forth. So
are they going to replace the already wooden poles that they've erected?
No, not all of them. The one that some of them needs to be replaced because of erosion and some other wear and tear. Those will be replaced. But the that is a World Bank funded
project,
a regulated project. So those concrete poles are the poles that will host the transformers, and those will be the poles that will be, I think, aligning on the side of the road. So what I'm trying to say, that we have made significant progress. I was glad to know that the company will start hopefully this Friday from the Bible College area going into Christopolis.
Did you say Friday? This
Friday?
Friday?
Yeah.
That is day after tomorrow?
Of course.
I mean, that's good news for District 17.
Yeah, of course. Definitely. Yeah, I'm in brief.
Okay.
And you hopefully in the next couple of weeks you will see a couple of people from the contractors company in your community on the poles and doing the stringing, where they carry the wires and so forth. So I'm very glad about that. It was one of the things we pushed from the GAP project, from advocating in the stage of the GAP project, where they just take a small community, and do it now to the whole district.
Truth be told, there is a very huge and a very a sizable amount of communities that have already been affected.
Absolutely. Through the Gap project.
Yeah.
Remember the Gap project started last year. Even before, listen, even before I became representative, I was advocating for, for electricity in the district, and I'm glad that it started in the last administration. And that's why when I met the president, I told the president, Boyka, I'm glad that you are continuing the electrification process of District 17, where the last government left, and we are continuing from that to give the people of District 17 electricity as has been our manifesto. So I'm glad that the process will start. You'll see me more there, and I'm glad for my people.
So, Gavin, I mean, at any point in time,
you tell me your course.
I like that. But Gavin, any time you want to, inject anything after the lawmaker question, because the reason why I'm fully, trying to push him is because I'm a resident of District 17. So you see me ask most of the questions because I'm familiar, with the terrain there. Okay. So just in case you want to, inject anything, you can just, So, but let's look at your. District 17 is a conglomeration of a rural and urban district.
Absolutely.
And, looking at the urban say first, let's see your work, aside from electricity. What have you been able to do from the urban side before we hit the rural side?
One of the things from the urban side thing we've been fortunate to do is our roads, our main roads. Although it's not where we want it to be right now, but I know a few months ago you saw the Lakira area.
Yeah.
You saw the VOA area. You saw the Simport Bridge area. All those areas. It was deplorable, but we was able through our office to compel the company. I forgot the name. To compel the company to commence the repair of our road. Okay. Unfortunately, they did it during the rainy season, and it didn't last.
Yeah.
But they will continue to do maintenance work on our main corridor until the end of the MOU design. I think those are one of the things that we're able to do, because our road was virtually impassable.
Okay.
Most
of the roads during the rainy season, became cut off. From that going towards Bomi.
Absolutely.
Right around the poor road end, got completely cut off.
But if you see all those SSF is the company.
Okay.
If you see it now, and I'm told that next month they'll start the repavement of that, the maintenance. So we've been able, because if you leave them, if you don't oversee them, if you leave them, that they're not going to do, they're not going to fulfill their end of the MOU. Another thing we've been able to do in a district that haven't been done, and you there, is to make sure that all our feeder roads, not 100%, but we are at least 90%.
And testimonially, and just to say it, it's not for any glorification or edification, but the Desmond Road,
yes,
Greater hasn't been in that place for more than 13 years.
Of course.
And for the first time I saw Greater there.
Yes.
And,
you live Desmond Road?
I was there a couple of months ago, and I engaged the community leader, so that we could have that road, rehabilitated. But then again, it didn't take too long. I had to move because I've not built my own house, so I have to be moving.
Okay, there you go. Okay. So we was able. So we was able to rehabilitate at least about 85% of the district inner roads. That you talking about from Virginia to Christopolis, Mangotown, to Chasetown, where you have the shrine, the Catholic shrine.
Yeah. Big community.
Big, absolutely big community. The Jatulutan road all the way to Massaquata.
Yeah.
And many other roads. In Banja, we were able to do all those roads through our office. Let me just say it. And those
because I was just about to ask whether it is budgetary law.
It is not budgetary law. All these things I'm talking about. And let me make it clear here. Since I've been representative, our district haven't received a dime from any sort of budgetary allotment for development. Everything.
I mean,
Yes.
Are you serious about this?
100% serious.
You have a district development fund.
It hasn't been received. We haven't even gone for a county setting. When you go for the county setting, then they tell you when you're going to receive, when you just receive.
I mean, this is 1 year into your senator as a representative.
I mean, but you can go and do your investigation. We haven't received
1 whole year.
Oh yeah, everything that you see us do is from the office of the lawmaker. You know, I'm not a passive.
I mean, you're using your own cash to do something.
But if you don't do it, if you don't do that, it will not get done.
Okay.
If it don't get done, you're not serving your people the right. You understand? So we have to make those. We have to be proactive. You have to be proactive. Those things needs to be done. You have to be. And many other. I think we've done many other interventions. We're talking about women empowerment within the Crossing District, urban, the District 17, and we've done a lot of that. And there's more to do.
Has there been a budget been allotted for the district development fund?
Well, we started last year when we did the budget, the last budget, the 2024 budget. $100,000 was set aside for each district. Well, it was not set aside; it was budgeted. During the recast, that was taken off. So up to this point, no district, my district. Let me talk about my district. My district haven't received 1 penny.
There was something come now. You serve in the district as a representative. You representing the district to the higher level, and you serve as a direct representation of that district. What is it that you face with as a challenge there within the district, especially the people of the district, the communities, the township, and
one of the biggest challenges is trying to indoctrinate the people that we can't sit and wait on government to do everything. You understand? Their participation into community development is important.
okay,
Just let me tell you. Let me give you an example. For the past 15 to 17 years, there's a bridge that separates Virginia from Clashland.
okay.
That bridge has caused pedestrians to utilize Louisiana
To come to Kawa.
to go through Coward to Louisiana to the Hard Road, White Plains before you get to Arlington.
Did no ever said that?
No bridge. One of my biggest disappointment of that, we took the project to erect a temporary bridge there until the government can make up their mind saying, we're coming to that bridge. So we took upon ourselves, and one of the biggest disappointment was how the district and the people did not participate in that effort to show that this is a community project. Let us all do it together. Come and put hands. It's done. Now people are using it 24/7. It's only going up and down. I think one of the biggest disappointment is for the community to come together and take on projects. Do not just sit and wait on the government or the lawmaker this is one of the reasons why Liberia is so underdeveloped. In other modern democracy, people are proactive in these things. They see that it needs to be done, and they come together as a community.
The citizens believe that you people of Capitol Hill are making all of the money, and they are the one living destitution.
Well, let me say this to you. I am one of those who still thinks that lawmakers, from what I know, from my district and the challenges I know, that lawmakers are so much underpaid.
Okay.
Our salary is for the district. You gotta make in the district and to help people in the district. Yeah.
What?
That's what it's for. I'm being very honest with you.
It's not a responsibility.
But it's not a responsibility. But
I mean, you have
unfortunately, this is where it is.
You have to be cardinal responsible.
But of course, we
lawmaking oversight and lawmaking.
Please add one more there to take care of the needs of the people in the district. They come to you. Oh, but come on, y'all acting like y'all ain't know the thing yet.
No, it's not that we don't know, but the thing is, we lawmakers would need to reach a stage where they can tell the citizen. And the reason why the people are always at the lawmakers' neck is because you made them understand that you can solve all of their problems.
No.
I mean, through campaign, people go, with all kinds of promises, and
But that's what you gotta understand. I've been doing for people even before I became lawmaker.
I mean, your case could be one. We're talking about lawmakers.
You can. I've been a philanthropist for a long time. I've been erecting infrastructures in communities, donating to the community, doing this and that. I've been doing that a long time. Even far before I became.
What is your responsibilities now? Now that look at community engagement. What are some community responses relative to your SNSA at the House of Representatives?
I mean, you're not going to be 100%. You always will have people, but I think our work and our dedication and our passion to our work. I think other people have seen how serious we are in effectuating development in this and everything. And a lot of people who you knew was against your agenda. A lot of people are coming on board. A lot of people, let me tell you something. No one lawmaker know everything. You need people to come and give you suggestions, and a lot of people are coming with suggestions today. I was so glad to meet a lady from the States that came down and had just offered to assist District 17 immensely. Medical supply, scholarship for students, even adopting a school.
Okay.
In Bacon, adopting the whole school. Oh, I did adopting the school. She just came to my office today, and I was excited. Those are the kind of things. Look, our district is as big as 3 districts.
Yeah, it is.
Let me take you now. Let me leave the district a little while and take you to the capital.
We got to the capital. The capital conversation is going to be the latter part of our discussion.
You're rushing up to the capital.
I know Kami has been so very particular about what happened on capital building because we have the president soon now, just a few weeks from now. So he's very particular. But let's stick with District 17 a little. There are still a few sticky issues I want the representative to. Your district is a U4 oriented district. A district largely inculcated with youths. What's your since you're a senator as a representative, what have you done in terms of scholarship? I mean, from tertiary level or maybe university or high school. What is it that you've been able to do? I mean, moving the minds of the young people in your district.
I'm glad you asked that question. Our first batch of students on scholarship right now, I think it's 189. We initiated the Blue Foundation Scholarship Funds. I think 6 months ago. Triple Chairman Heron Darby, he heads that.
Okay.
That side.
The chairman of what chairman?
He called him Triple Chair. He heads that side of it.
Okay.
But we are planning that we are planning to do an official launch because I run a foundation also.
Yeah.
That we will be able to get people to donate to this scholarship fund. And my goal is before 2028 or 2027, we must have at least 1,500 to 2,000 students on our scholarship in the district. And public schools, some private schools are very expensive. They cost for one private student almost 10 or 15. Public school. I mean, the public school tuition 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. You understand that some families just cannot afford it.
Yeah, that's true.
Some families just cannot afford it. You know what I mean? So, we're doing that. Also, in the creative sector, from the children even made a song for me. They did this song. They did me. They say all the artists there. They came together. They carry me. What have I done for them?
Okay. Wow, I haven't heard that song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's creative.
Yeah.
Um, uh, we've been able to erect the voice of Fisher 17 and upgrade it also.
Okay.
And I tell them right now, if you're an artist in our district and and your music is out there now, your music have opportunity of being heard in mainstream Liberia, which because the signal covers all the way up to Kakata right now. It's been really hard to upgrade it, taller towers, new machines, and so forth. So that is one of the things I told them. I said, look, right now you just got to be serious about your craft because now your music has a platform to get exposed, and you cannot overlook that. Most of these artists around here are making serious, earning serious money from their craft. So um, we look forward in this year to opening a recording studio. I mean, you have to do that. If I don't do that, trust
Then
me,
you have done nothing.
I've done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
This year we'll open up a recording studio and let them follow the culture. Look, you cannot overlook that. Some of the wealthiest people here in Africa, especially Nigerians, are musicians and artists. So, of course, why not give our people the opportunity?
Benson, I'm very particular about this. The Congo people normally say I don't like to use it, but I don't like to say Congo people because it's almost like signing a very extremist. I sounded like an extremist. But the people always say don't always give the man a fish.
Teach him how to fish.
Teach him how to fish.
Yeah.
I don't know whether your office is looking into uh, this issue of vocational education in your district, TVET. It's very cardinal because when you have more youth going to the TVET program and graduating with skills, they can, hustle and find their own money. And then the dependency syndrome of coming to you long because if I have small team, this that will reduce. Have you read a talk about that?
And just understand this. In March, the first week of March, we'll be dedicating a project in an area called Zakamafi.
Okay. That is already around Artington.
Artington. We're dedicating the project. It's a community town hall that we constructed.
Okay.
A very nice town hall for the community. So we are commencing the rural vocational training program.
Okay.
So we're starting in Artington, Midsburg, and Ashland.
Okay.
Study it. See how it works. Because guess what? Those people.
That means the people from Chatuta can also.
Chatuta can.
Okay.
We copy a model, but we want to start rural first.
Okay.
There are a lot of alternatives in urban areas right now. Vocational schools and stuff like that.
Okay.
We want to start in the rural area. Give our rural people opportunities. You understand, to learn. Study it. It's not a thing that you can just jump into like that because you see other people do that. That is not how. A lot of people look what your down doing. Look what his man is doing. Go do it yourself. No, that's not how stuff works.
That is a good initiative that you're back on. A vocational training institution is one of those things that Liberians would love to see, especially in the rural area.
Right.
All right. Is there any plan after? Let's say that when Honorable Blue is no more lawmaker, how can we maintain the institution, things of paying instructors and maintaining the institution to ensure that Liberians will still have the chance or the means of acquiring education there? What is the plan? Because we don't want to hear that after Honorable Blue is no more representative. How can we support? How can we pay staff? How can we, maintain the institution?
Let me say this. This is why I plan to expand our foundation to absorb local and international assistance. Right now, it's been done by me right now, but it's not going to be that way always. We have just got done with our website. It's www.bernardbluebenson.org. If you go there, you see a lot of things from our mobile clinic, from our free ambulance service, to women empowerment, to all these things that we're doing, all the projects they're on there. Will be fully updated hopefully by Friday. You see all these things. But I want for people to know that our foundation is a serious foundation that we've been in the band that we've been doing this for years. You know what I mean? And we have all the proofs and everything that we've been assisting people for years. So if we can get the Blue Foundation in the United States of America is working tirelessly to get these assistance to us.
Okay.
Even after just being a philanthropist is a part of me. Even after I decide I don't want to be represented again and go back on my farm or do something like that. Those help will live on. That is the next part, the legacy or aspect you bring after leadership. You understand? So and just like you say, it's better to teach a man how to fish than to get the fish.
So is there any international supporters?
Right now, absolutely none, but we are working on it.
Honorable Benson, I'm very keen on the Bonwell Health Center.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had few of those questions coined and I wanted to really ask.
Mm-hmm.
A few months back, maybe a year or two back, there was this fight for little cash that were allocated for Bonwell Health Center, and people thought it was the one in Bond County. There's a town there called Bonwell as well.
Yeah.
But we have the health center in our district. It was erected when former Representative Akel was representing it. You have a nursing portal and everything. That place is becoming a stink. It's becoming a history. I mean, have you thought about it? Have you been there?
We've been there.
Okay.
Let me say this. We intervened last year. We wrote the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
There was some money allocated, I think $10,000 for that health center.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
in the Bond County.
Well, that
you don't want to talk that.
No. But that has been what has been going on before I got there.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. I always say that those funds was diverted.
Okay.
They always been diverted to Bond County, and then some vouchers will go there and do whatever. Because Bond County, Bonwell do not have a health center.
No, not at all.
They don't have a health center. The health center in Bonwell is a 17.
Okay.
But the crafters, anyway, it's a whole different story. But let me say this. Unfortunately, we made that intervention with the Ministry of Health, and I'm very serious. The recast took that out, took that company out. So up to now, there has been no source of fund allocated to the Bonwell Health Center to actually start some improvement. Now, just this Sunday was in Bonwell, Gilema, when I went driving. That is our next form on our next step of rural road rehabilitation, just like the one that we're on right now.
Okay.
I think once you develop that corridor, the hospital becomes more useful.
Okay.
Because come on now, to get the bonus
accessibility.
Right now, accessibility. Thank you. So once we can open that corridor, we can pay more attention to developing the hospital and making it more active. But right now, you're in, bro. You want to get the bonus help. I mean, the road is bad. They need coverage. They need a whole lot of stuff there. So that is something that we're working on. That is something that we will jump on as soon as we dedicate the project that we're on right now.
Okay. A few more questions for District 17, then we can jump to the legislature and then we can let you go because we District 17 and looking at your district, there were a few administrative buildings that were built. One was built in Chismondburg.
Right.
One was built in Rossville. Are they functional? Because one time I had an interview with the commissioners of those settlements, and they were crying on of the equipment. They do not have any of sort. But I've been long, and that's what I'm asking you now as a representative.
Unfortunately, I'll be honest with you. That is something that I promised the city of Arlington, Clashland, Leesburg, Chismondburg, and Rossville. I've promised them those 5 settlements. The reason why I can do it for Virginia and Brother because
they don't have a factory.
No, not that. Not that is because Virginia raise money from the sand mine. So
And I'll come into the same mind.
Yeah, she can afford stuff for office and then borrow it, collects, taxes here and there, and generates income from renting the hall and so forth. So they can afford that. But the rest of the 5 settlements, we was waiting on the social development fund to at least make those office operational with a computer, printer, stationaries. Because you go there, is absolutely nothing there. Yeah,
I've been there. I've been there.
And you not thank God you're part of the community. See, I've talked to Mayor Romeo of Artington and the new commissioner of Misburg and Artington. I haven't reached out to the one from Artington from Clashland yet, but all of those places will be captured as planned in making the office operational, not just somewhere where you just go sit. I mean, you go in the office, absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
No furniture,
no
no stationery, no nothing. So when I said, what do you guys do here? Yeah. That is a very, 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 very great question. Very, very, very good question. Yeah.
Okay, so the side mining, there have always been problem with Virginia. People in Virginia, they complaining. In the morning there'll be roadblocks, set of roadblocks. The trucks will not have access, That the same mining isn't benefiting the community as a representative.
No, I will never say that. Okay. Now that I know the fact that the same mining.
Okay. What is the fact that we don't know?
The people over the funds that are generated from the listen, the people that have been over the funds.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get that part.
Generated from the same money, those are the ones that haven't been benefiting the people.
Okay.
You understand? That same money have generated. The same money have the township Virginia have raised thousands of dollars.
And the roads are still deplorable.
The roads are still deplorable. The one town hall they've been fighting to build it.
I'm just about to say it. Been building town hall for almost 3 years. It can be built.
And they're generating thousands of dollars. Right? I just heard this morning that they have almost 40-some thousand in that account, and so people went with 10 times. I'm like, I think my outside responsibility there, I would just ask for accountability. Why do you use the money for? How do you use the money? We start that process later on. Okay. But you cannot say the same. Although I don't trust him because of the damage to the biodiversity in that area, I plan to start a huge fight in getting the sand mining out of the district because it's undermining. Flooding
and all kinds of things happening.
The land space and the ecosystem is doing a lot of damage. So we will start that fight in a couple of weeks. We're just getting some proof, proof from the scientists that we hire a whole team of scientists that are doing research. And now, so the damage is causing. So that is a whole new story. If going clash and the people's houses are dropping into Superior right there. Now.
The government have already taken stand. Yeah. They've closed the same mining temporarily.
Okay, good.
And you have a huge responsibility, in terms of erosion. We have to go. They can be mining the sand and the environment.
Yes. Absolute, huge damage to the environment.
So somebody just sent me a message from District 17 and they say I should ask you a very important question. What's your plans for motorcyclists of the district?
Well, I have been one of the only lawmakers to construct and dedicate
an office space for them.
An office space.
I've seen that.
Or 2-room and a bathroom office space for the Motorcycle Association. And I've always told them, I said, the power is in your hands. Imagine if you can organize yourself and coordinate your activities, and with the volume of motorcyclists, you get a correct due payment scheme going on every month. If you can get 5,000 motorcyclists or 10,000 motorcyclists earning $100 Liberian dollars a month, see how powerful you will be. That's why I built that office for them to organize, coordinate themselves. And I'm yet to see that. The office right there at the Red. Nobody's done that for any motorcycle. I don't think any lawmaker has paid that keen attention and used that sort of resources to erect a structure for the motorcyclists for them to be there. But I try to educate them too. You understand? The same $100 they get paid to the how they call it people there for the motorcycle union every day. So now $200-300 come together, be on an umbrella, organize yourself, pay $100 a week sometime to this organization. That organization you'll be able to go to that organization, take one, go to school, and drive the motorcycle. Okay, and pay them back. I try to give them all these ideas. I said, but the first thing first is organizing yourself and coordinating yourself. Yeah. And I still believe they can do it. Just because of the volume of motorcyclists in and out of the district. Yeah. I hope I answered that question right.
Yeah, so quickly, last question on District 17 before we go national and don't take few calls.
Yeah.
Hotel Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And the conference center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say they lie in room.
But please say in lying room. Come on, don't you go that big, my brother.
What's your plan, Chief? And I mean, I see you mostly you're very active and very proactive with this tourism stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see your plans.
First plan. I'm glad to announce on your platform.
Okay.
That we've gotten commitment from a partner in our district, and I call the name right here, Aqualife. Aqualife has agreed to construct those roads.
Okay, road leading
to Aqualife, and they run about
right around the overhead bridge.
Yes, and also make the field or mini stadium just the one in Yucatan.
Okay.
They have committed themselves.
You talk about alligator fee?
Not the alligator fee.
Okay.
Real fee.
Okay, the stretch right.
Put the carpet there,
okay.
Put the bleachers there, and And I have decided to even take it further. If they've committed themselves to doing that, I've committed myself to beautify that diamond where you see all those squatters are.
Mm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
At present, we are waiting on the drawings and on the models from the engineering firm.
Okay.
You will see the model. You will see how the place will look. Okay. I met the Minister of Public Works and told him about the plans. So I'm calling, if you listen to me from District 17 and you know somebody that is squatting over there, it's best for them to move.
Okay.
Because development is coming over there.
Okay.
And this is a serious breaking news I'm giving you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This is a serious breaking news I'm giving you. It's an engineering firm that hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will come up with the drawing and the model on how that place will look. And right shortly after that, the work will start.
Okay. However, we are against time, and furthermore, we have some power issues.
Okay.
So we can take few calls quickly, interact with the public very fast.
Right.
Those of you listening, you want to be a part, you can be very snappy. You just put your calls on 0770 573 477 or 0881 871 670. Again, 0770 573 477 0881 871 670 are the numbers you can call quickly and put your calls through and ask the lawmaker whatever question you have. 1 minute to the line. Let's hear you. Good evening. Okay, let's hear you. Okay. Mhm. Fast pace for motorcyclists on your scholarship. Okay, Jerry, your points are taken. Let's take another person. Good evening.
Yeah,
Let's hear you quickly.
yeah, I understand your well. Thank you. We are going after that. I want to have the honor because when what investing in you're talking about pain and a lot of interference a lot. Not getting measured maturity.
You're not hearing anything about tourism?
Yeah, not getting measured maturity. And
Okay.
that's all I want to ask you.
Okay, thank you. Let's hold you there and take another person. Tourism, we did not hear anything about tourism. Let's hear you. Good evening. Hello, good evening. The lines are jamming and the calls are coming in too. We can take two more and go back to the honorable 077 0573 477 0881 871 670. Let's go to the line. Take this person. Good evening. Good evening. Wait, thanks for asking. Quickly, you have a minute to the line.
Yeah,
Same Jason with District 17.
Yeah, my question to the honorable, what are you basically for the people industry?
Disabled people. Thank you so much for that question. Thank you so much. We can take the last person 0770 573 477 0881 871 670. We can take the last call and then we can go back to the honorable to respond to the inquiries that have come in. Honorable, just be responding to the questions quickly.
The first one was from the motorcycle.
Yeah,
so motorcycle on scholarship.
You say you should five person.
As a matter of fact, we'll put 10.
Okay.
You said 10 on scholarship.
Okay.
I will send people chair there to the office, but then you gotta go to the motorcycle office.
Office, yeah, too.
The one that we erected there at San Jacinto. The second question, if I can remember, is when we put placing in for disabled.
Yeah, no, the tourism. You didn't talk about tourism.
Well, I don't think we went national
level because we're having some problem. But we have part 2 of this conversation.
But if you want to know what we're doing with tourism, there's a bill
there's a bill you pass
that we pass, and it's from the Senate for concurrence and then honor of approval. You see a lot of things happening in tourism, but we get to that.
Disabled people in your district.
Disabled people, please
do not take any more calls, please.
That's my work. I've been doing a lot for the group of 77 and so forth. But the disabled people will be captured in the Blue Foundation, and there's a lot of good things that we got planned, and hopefully this year will happen.
Your party comments, sir.
All right, thank you so much. I wish would have. I wish
part 2 of this.
Part 2 coming now when
part 2 of this will come up. We having problem with our soda.
Yeah. Okay, so no problem. I understand. Okay. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you guys for listening to me. On February 11th, we will be dedicating the 21 kilometer road, that 27 kilometers road that we did in Glasher, Iron Gate to Atherton. We hope you come there, but you hear more about that later on.
Thank you, Kevin. We are closing up, and
that's it. So we are here. We hope to bring the honorable on part 2 of our conversation here. Thank you so much for listening and for viewing us online.
Thanks so much. This is how we go home on today's edition of the program. Please join us tomorrow for another great presentation.